keep it real with ya.
And can't even do an intro, Sadie. Really? Really, Sadie? I couldn't even do an intro. I didn't even say hey yet. Baby. Mwah. There you got your smooches. Mwah. There you go. There you go. Mwah. Now you've been hugged and kissed. Mwah. Now sit down. Sit, please. Sit. Sit, Sadie, sit. I need you down. Sit. There you go. Come on, come on. Okay. Stop trying to rub against stuff because you do this and you roll over and then you're gonna claw through my leg. Stop. I appreciate the biscuits, but I need you to stop. Just stay there for a minute so I can do my intro. I love you too, but no, sit. So I need you to sit down. Down, baby. Down. Come on. There we go. Yeah, just stay like that while I make my video. Sit. Okay. Mwah. You want to sit there? Okay. Okay, just sit, just stay still, okay? Stay still so I can make my video, okay? You wanted nothing to do with me. You wanted nothing to do with me all morning, okay? Just sit there still, okay? All right. Hey guys, it's me, Minu, back with another video. I know this is a weird angle. Just bear with me, okay? I want you to see the shirt and the hoodie, and I wanted you to see Sadie. If Sadie would stop digging her claws into my thighs, that would be really appreciated. But yeah, just some updates I wanted to give you guys about things that's going on with me and talk about some fun things. Like, again, it's like, we're really just chilling. We're just chilling and we're talking with each other. We're having a dialogue. You're listening to me talk and you put your comments and we go back and forth. So it's nothing too serious, too polished or overly edited or anything like that. But the first thing I want to talk about that I thought was really funny that I started seeing yesterday, or for you guys to be like a couple days ago, was they were saying that there were aliens, or not even aliens, shadow creatures, cryptids, whatever, in Miami, Florida. And now don't get me wrong, it's Florida. If that was going to be one place where cryptids were going to show up, it would be Florida. I feel like cryptids already exist in Florida and people just call them regular animals, It might be some special things out there and they're like, oh, that's just an alligator, but it's actually some kind of extraterrestrial. I don't know. But I first heard about it because I saw a video in one of the groups that I was in of that blonde white woman. You guys probably already know her by now. And she's talking about it and she's like, no one's talking about this. The media's not covering it. It's not even on Twitter. Like, people are saying that they got this. Like, look at the video footage of all the police that came out. And I will say that is one thing about that story is that was way too many police. That was way too many police for what the woman was saying. But again, this is the problem with getting my news from social media. It's kind of hard to tell what's true or what's being manipulated. You know what I mean? But also, too, it's the same thing with the news. So everything you got to take with a grain of salt. Everything you got to have discernment when taking it in. You have to immediately doubt everything and think critically about stuff, or you'll just get swept up in your own like confirmation biases. So I have a confirmation bias in the sense that I do believe aliens are real. I used to be really into them when I was younger, just like I was into all the conspiracy. I was into Illuminati stuff. I was into ancient aliens. So I've always been like, yes, aliens totally exist, whether they're in space or they're in the ocean, I don't know. But they totally exist. They've totally been here before. We've dealt with them before, but we just don't understand that we've dealt with them. So when the government came out, or not, maybe not the official government, but I think it was government, both during COVID and after COVID, where you had these government officials being like, yeah, UFOs, UAPs, yeah, those are real. We deal with them all the time. You know what I mean? It was like, yeah, of course you would. It would make no sense for you to have never interacted with them with all the nonsense that we be doing as a country. But when they told me that people spotted it, creatures, I say to your claws are so sharp, creatures in a mall in Miami and the police came out like that, I immediately doubted it. Before I even finished this white woman's video, I immediately doubted it. And the reason I doubted it was because if people were calling the police saying that there were 8-foot tall creatures running through the mall, the police would not believe you. Like, they would not believe you. They would think it was a prank call. At most, if they heard gunshots on the phone, that would give them a reason to respond, and be like, oh my God, there's a shooting at the mall. We got to get out there. But do I believe that many police came out because they got calls about cryptids? No. And the reason I don't believe that was there was no video footage that's been on the internet yet that has been verified from the people in the mall. The culture we live in where we record everything, like we record disasters, we record people dying, we record all types of horrible things happening on our phones, like instinct, like we're like, gotta capture it, put your phone up, you gotta capture it. And people weren't capturing it. Like, that was the thing, that was the first thing. Because the first thing that should have happened before even the police showed up is that you should have been seeing on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, you should have been seeing videos in mass being uploaded of people being like, what the hell is that? And I didn't see that. Even for people to say like, oh, but they cut off the power, or they cut the phone lines or whatever. Even if you did that, cutting the power, cutting the phone lines, jamming signals, none of that stops you from recording a video on your phone. So unless all those police showed up and arrested everybody inside the mall and outside the mall and confiscated everybody's cell phones and cameras and everything, we still should have got video footage. And from what I've seen, all we have is the police response, and then we have videos of people outside of the mall running. But even then, there would have been a video of what they were running from, or people would have been, there would have been videos like people narrating what's going on. They would have been videos of people talking to other people like, did you see that? Did you see that? Like, again, anything for clout. Like, people would have been recording themselves reacting to what they were seeing so that they can be one of the first ones to upload the video to the internet and get all the views and the followers. And I didn't see any of that. And so I was already skeptical for you to be like, there's nothing on Twitter, there's nothing. Like, even when it comes to something that the government or social media doesn't want on their site, it takes them a minute to catch it. Like, if all of a sudden, think about, was it Hunter Biden, his photos got leaked online? It took a minute for them to try to go around and get the photos offline. But once something's on the internet, it's on the internet forever anyway. You can't really stop it. So even if people were uploading things and they were going and trying to like take everything down and take every video or picture down, there still would have been people who weren't there, who would have saw it, did a screen grab, or downloaded it, however you steal videos on the internet these days, and shared it everywhere else. There would have been unlisted videos on YouTube that people could have been sharing the links to. And I just don't see it. I didn't see it. So I was immediately suspicious of what this woman was saying, but I was following along, right? Because I was like, okay, tell me what's going on. Tell me why. And then at the end of the video, for her to be like, it's the end times, and the Bible says it's the end times, and God said it's going to be like Noah, where there were giants then, but there's also giants now, and all that stuff, like the rapture's about to happen. I immediately threw everything she said out the window. Because one, that ain't got nothing to do with this. How many times have people said that the end times is near? How many times have people said it's been the rapture? People have such a short memory. Did we not just think 2012 was the end of the world? And then before that, 2000? You know what I mean? Like, it's not the end of the world. It could be a beginning of a new era, if there were aliens and people were aware that there were aliens and there was a whole thing that we had to do to respond to the fact that there are aliens. It could be that, but it's not like the rapture's about to happen. So I immediately threw out what she said. But people were like talking and they were like, yeah, no, this is crazy. We can't believe I haven't heard nothing about this. Like aliens, da 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 da. Because a lot of people are thinking aliens. Meanwhile, this lady was acting like they were like just giants that have just been existing this whole time and nobody knew about them. That don't make no sense either. But everybody, the general consensus is that it was aliens and like it had to be aliens or it's, you know. But the thing about all of this stuff, and it's been consistent things of people being like, this is definitive proof of aliens. Like, remember the guy, was it a Mexican guy where they were like showing what was like mummified aliens, but then it turned out that that was also fake? And it had been debunked long before it started circulating on the internet as evidence of aliens. It's like, again, the internet is way too big for y'all to not be able to find the information that you're looking for. Even if someone created a YouTube account specifically for the purpose of uploading a video of some wild nonsense, it would get millions of views. And so it should be easy to debunk all of this stuff. There's no way the government has any control to en masse erase data from the internet. Now, could they try to do something like where they shut down the internet in the country? Probably, but that doesn't stop the internet. The internet is global. It's everywhere. You know, the American media doesn't want to be honest about the whole Palestine situation or the Congo situation. But that don't stop children in those places from uploading videos of like, this is what I'm going through. This is what's happening around me. This is what's going on. So you can't stop the internet. So the idea that there's no footage anywhere because the powers that be decided that they would not allow any footage to circulate on social media or the news, that's just not possible to me. But one thing I will say, I wanted more information, right? I wanted more information, and Mutahar never disappoints. So Mutahar from Some Ordinary Gamers, I watch some of his videos every now and then, and I like that he has a wide variety of videos because it makes me feel like, maybe I could just make more videos about stuff that I'm genuinely interested in without being pigeonholed into certain content. But he looked into it, and he found that the incident actually happened on New Year's. But the videos and all the talk about it started circulating on the 5th of January. So if it happened on the 1st of January, that's when you would have expected all the videos and eyewitness accounts and everything to come out. But you didn't get anything until people started posting conspiracy videos and conspiracy messages on Twitter on the 5th, being like, I was there yesterday when this happened. But yesterday would have been the 4th, but the incident occurred on the 1st. So there's already like, okay, now I extra don't trust you because y'all don't even got the dates right of when this actually happened. Like, there was even people in my group who were like, I live in Florida and I did not know that this thing happened. So even more so, you live in Florida and you didn't even know that this was a thing that was circulating. That's another red flag. And so it was just a wild thing because I really want us to actually discover existence of aliens or even work. Because I do feel like with the universe being as expansive as it is, they're out there. I feel like they've been here. And some people may have known, some people may not known, or maybe we did meet them and we misinterpreted exactly what was happening. When we were meeting them and communicating with them, I do believe that. But the way that this information gets shared in this day and age was just I was just like, no. It's just too much. Like, it's like a movie. It's like people are trying to write a movie or they're trying to get a story, and it's not the same thing as what would happen in real life. Because in real life, if aliens just showed up one day, one, everybody and their grandmother would be recording it. It could be your last moment and you are recording it because you need people to see what's happening. Two, there's going to be widespread panic because it's like, oh shit, there's aliens. Three, there's going to be people who think that these aren't aliens and that they're a message from God and it's the rapture. So that's going to be panicking. But there's going to be a huge shift in the way we understand the world and a shift in the way that we even move through the world, because the existence of aliens is just, it's just too much. It's too much for us to just go back to our normal everyday lives. Everything's going to change. It's similar to like when you watch movies where it's like, you know, so many years after the zombie apocalypse, if zombies happen, even if we beat the zombies and we go back to our normal life, we never go back to pre-zombie life. It's not possible. So there would be a huge shift. It wouldn't just be some secret hush hush thing that a couple TikTokers talk about. That just does not make sense to me. But I was glad to see Mudahar's video, and I was glad to share it with the people in that group, because people were like, oh my God, this is so scary. And it just didn't seem real. And the fact that where we are now in terms of technology, Mudahar said this as well, where we are now in terms of technology, there's no way we could not have caught that shit in 4K. The amount of people who have smartphones and iPhones with the best cameras, security cameras, like there's cameras everywhere recording everything all the time. But every time there's like footage of aliens, it looks like it's from the 1960s. Like, that never makes sense to me. Now, is there a possibility that there could be some kind of species that is invisible to the human eye? Maybe. The human eyes are not as cool as we think they are. I'm wearing glasses for a reason. But we just haven't had any proof of that. We just haven't. So yeah, that's why I say on aliens. Like, I really do want there to be like definitive proof, and I know that it would like change everything about everything, but it's just not, there just hasn't been any concrete proof to in this day and age. There's a lot of stuff we can look back in the past and be like, oh, look at the Egyptians, blah, 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 blah. That we can kind of say that might be aliens, but if we don't have actual video recordings of it, you can't really believe it. And then with the way that AI is getting more powerful, there was a moment for a second where I was watching a video of all the cop cars, and I was like, is this an AI generated video? Like, I don't know, because AI is just getting better and better at like deep fakes and stuff like that. And I was like, it could be that somebody was like, went to an AI bot and said, recreate all of this and make it look like this. And that's why we haven't heard anything about it, because it never happened in the first place. But there was a police statement where they did say that it was, you know, like 50 teens getting super rowdy, and then they called it a riot, probably because it was black kids. And the presence of guns in the U.S. made them really scared that it could have turned into a bigger situation. So they just had like a super extreme response to it. But the police are not new to having extreme responses to situations, especially when it involves people of color. Like, for them to be like, why do they have so many cop cars? Why do they have so many cop cars? Say to your claws, God damn it. You're killing me right now. You're killing me right now. You're very cute. But the way your claws just keep digging in me is doing too much, okay? But like people being like, the response from the police is just like way too extreme and it doesn't make any sense. Police are known for being way too extreme. Like, police have to be the biggest cowards in any industry that's devoted to helping people, because they freak out over everything. They panic over everything. They fall out like total drama queens. Like, they go through all of this training, and the training just makes them more scared. They will show up in mass unnecessarily. God damn it, Sadie. This one claw that's digging directly into my thigh. Why? I need you to retract the claw. Retract the claw, Sadie. Sadie, retract the claw. Get it out of me. Sadie, pull the claw out of me. She's mad, but she doesn't understand that her thumb claw, whatever you call it, is just hooked into my leg. And she doesn't want to pull it back. And she does this when she feels insecure, like she might fall off of my lap. She tries to dig her claws in so she won't fall, and it hurts like hell. And again, I'm still allergic to cats, so you digging into my skin is going to cause a reaction. All right, baby, up, get down. Okay, then. That was really all I want to talk about. In terms of life updates, I'm just stressed. I had a lot going on this month with work and health and trying to get my health in order. In February, I will be having two surgeries that will take me out of commission for like 2 weeks. Um, so I've already taken off work for that. I don't know how it's going to be video wise, if I'll be able to upload more videos and then just schedule them in the future, or if I genuinely just won't be able to do anything. I have no idea. I've never had um well, I've had my wisdom teeth out, but I've never had like surgery where they're like, yeah, you need someone to take care of you, and I don't have anybody to take care of me. I'm looking crazy. Like, I even told my doctor, I was like, listen, all I got is the ride. Can't nobody help me upstairs. Can't nobody come bring me food. Like, I don't have anybody to call. If I struggle, I just call the 911 because that's all I got here. And it would have been a similar thing, really, if I was still back in my hometown, because not like I was going to call any of my family members to come take care of me. Um, and I didn't have a lot of, you have people who like to call themselves friends, but they ain't really there for you when you need them. I had more of that than I did of people who would actually like come and regularly check on me. Now, if I was in my hometown, my therapist would have definitely checked on me. I know she would. She's that person. Um, but where I am now, I don't really have that. It's gonna be me, taking care of myself. Um, but yeah, I have that coming up, and I'm not really scared about it. With the surgery and stuff, the way I see it, like, you go to sleep and you wake up and it's over. It's just more of the taking care of yourself after the fact. But I'll keep you guys updated on how I'm doing. I'm still posting on Instagram photos from when I was in London. I know it's like you came back, but you're still posting photos. I have a lot of photos. I took a lot of photos of the places I went and the foods that I ate, and I'm just that's where you share pictures. So that's where that's going. Um, I hope I can go back sometime in the future though, because I do want to visit Chinatown again. But yeah, like I said, I didn't have a lot to talk about. I thought the alien thing was super interesting, and watching Mudahar was kind of like, oh man, I like that he makes a variety of content. Like, I don't watch every video that he makes. I don't watch every video that anybody makes, but I think it's good that he has that variety to where you can tune in and be like, aliens, Epstein, Timu, like, you know what I mean? Um, I like that he puts the work into that, and he's also really really good at like understanding like cybersecurity and like computers and stuff like that, which helps me because I am a very paranoid person, and I don't like being tracked. Like, obviously I make videos and like I'm public on the internet, but I wouldn't want you to like hack into my stuff and then be tracking me. I don't like the fact that Google tracks me. I don't like the fact that Facebook tracks me. Um, I don't even trust the nonsense TikTok be doing once they get access to your phone. So I do like his videos. But yeah, thank you guys for, just hanging out with me, talking and catching up on how things are. No, Sadie. I feel like there's a lot of times when there is something that I like really want to talk about, but then it's like it's not Sunday yet, so then I don't talk about it, and then Sunday comes and I talk about something else. So I am happy that I was able to like talk about this alien stuff with y'all. But as always, if you like this video, like this video. If you're not subscribed but you want to see more content, please do subscribe. I have my links in the description. So we have a Discord, I have Instagram. If you want to support me on Coffee, you can go in there and donate literally whatever amount that you want. It's all very appreciated because, again, don't make any money off of YouTube. So it's partially demonetization, but it's really just I don't get a lot of views. I just don't get a lot of views. So it is what it is. But I still enjoy making these videos and like talking to you guys and having an open dialogue about whatever it is that we have going on in our life. So comment below how you feel about this whole alien thing. Were you really excited? Were you really scared? Did you immediately look at it and be like, it's fake? I'd like to hear you guys' opinions on it. And if anything else you want to talk about, again, the Discord is open. We got channels. You could just come in and talk about whatever's going on in your life. If you just feel like screaming into the void or like connecting with other people, that's what that's there for as well. Anyway, like I always say, take care of yourself because you deserve it. Drink your water, eat your food, take your naps. No one can live in this body but you, so you're the one that has to take care of it. I love you guys. I'll see you next video.
Okay.
Bye. Jumping in for a quick edit moment, quick insert moment. I forgot to say Happy New Year. This is my first video of the new year because I did not do a video last week because I was overwhelmed with work and stress. So this is the first video of the new year. So Happy New Year, everyone. So yeah.